Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. It's Thursday, guys, and it's a quarter to nine in the UK here, and I'm so happy that you're here with me. So, Thursday night is stitch whatever you want night for me, and I'm curious to find out what you are stitching with me today. So today, the web of my choice is this little piece. When I say little, it's a mini, but it's by no means simple or non-confetti. Okay, we can talk a little bit about that. Okay, the situation here. And this piece is from one of my favorite artists when it comes to cross-stitching, Ciro Marchetti, and definitely one of your favorites as well. And this piece is called Patchwork Quilt, and it's a mini version, as I said. And if you haven't seen this piece before, let me show it to you right now. So there you go. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's got that it's really, really vibrant in colors, but outside the window, and there's something quite earthy about it as well, with the landscape. And this is kind of one of my favorite settings when it comes to patterns. A cozy room with a window looking out of a beautiful view. So just look at all the fabric and textile and the colors, just such an explosion. And I've been working on this piece for maybe nearly 2 years now. Yeah, I think it's about 2 years. And I still remember the day I started this piece. I had to teach a yoga class, and I could not concentrate because literally before I left for the class, I started just a couple of blocks, maybe even the first block, and I ran out of time and I had to go to teach a yoga class. And I remember feeling so guilty because in the middle of the class, I was thinking about this piece and couldn't wait to come back to continue to work on it. It's how bad it was. And so this piece is from Heaven and Earth, of course, Ciro Marchetti. It's a mini version, and this is where I am. So when we talk about mini versions, we think about maybe it's easier to stitch. I mean, not necessarily. It just means there are less stitches, but it doesn't mean it's easier or less confetti. And this is a regular color mini version. Apparently, you can get max color mini version as well for those who are looking for a challenge or torture, you might say. So imagine that so regular sizes and mini versions from Heaven and Earth, they have about the same number of colors, around 90 colors, but we're talking about in a smaller space having those 90 color changes at all times. And this piece in particular, there's some very, very confetti areas. For instance, the fabric on the left here and the flowers, that's kind of where I am right now. Okay, so in terms of numbers, okay, let me share it with you. I'm actually doing really well. This is one of the most advanced, if not the most advanced in terms of percentage. And look at that. I'm in a 21% range. I can't believe it myself. It doesn't feel like I worked on this piece that much recently, but I put a little bit of groundwork, when I first started. As I said, I was totally obsessed with this piece. And in terms of number of colors, 89. 89 is not bad, and just one color short of 90. And my sprint from last session is still running there as usual. Let me just quickly delete, clear the crime scene there and start a new sprint here. And I'm going to just leave the name to default. It doesn't matter. So this sprint is basically a counter within Saga. It will capture all the stitches I'm going to make in this session. And by the end of each stream, the regular knows what we do. and we play a little game called Guess My Stitches. Okay, so this counter would be very important for that. So let me move it back here, and you can see it's the upper left start here. Okay, so here we are, guys. So good to see you today. Yesterday we did our festive stitching, and we talked a lot about our plans for Christmas Day and New Year as well, and maybe we can continue a little bit more and narrow it down a little bit more. Okay, but first of all, I want to say hello to all of you, and let's look at the chat and see who have we got here with me today. First of all, of course, is our Captain Alien Sarah, with bring us the quote for today. Sarah says, in case no one has told you, hello, good morning, you belong here and you're doing great, and I believe in you. Oh my God, this is what we need every day. We need someone to tell us that we are actually here. We belong here and we're believed, you know, by someone that trusts us. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And we also have Lona says, hello, Sarah. And saying, I love the fact that you guys all get along so well and getting to know each other. That's what this is about. And Chloe is also here as well. Good evening. And who else have we got here? Chelsea Summers is back here with us. Welcome. And love to see regulars. Love to see regulars. And Heather House as well. Hello, happy Thursday. Happy every day, Heather. And let's have a look. Colette is also here as well. And Alandria, as is good evening. Always happy to see stitchers from the UK and Europe as well. And Lakika, hello, hello. Good to see you. And our beautiful Natty is also here in the chat. And Beth as well. Beth Williams, welcome back. And Clara as well. Good to see you. And my little assistant, Susan, is here as well. Hello, everyone. This is your new job, okay? No choice. Susan is like saying, hey, you know, where's my paycheck? So here we go. And Jackie as well. And good to see you. And Lizzie is also here in the chat. And let's scroll down. I want to say hello to you. And I'll come back to your comments in more details. Okay. And Kate is also here. See, I remember. It's much easier. I wouldn't attempt to pronounce your handle there. And who else have we got here? And let's scroll down. And Leslie is here as well. Welcome. Good to see you. And I love the conversation going on there. And Betty Lou Taylor is also here. And Michelle Fuller as well. And let's have a look. Wow, a lot of chatters happening between the stitches. It's so wonderful to see. And Henny as well. And Gothic, a Gothic crafter. Yes, you've been here before. I remember the name, Gothic crafter. Hello, hello from Oklahoma, US. I'm listening at work. I know we have a special work club. You know, a lot of stitchers happen to be at work. I know what a drag, you know, what is that about? And, but, you know, they listen to us, okay? And so Gothic Crafter is a member in a work club there. And Mary Solas as well. So excited. My first live stream. Serious? Oh, Mary, welcome. And, yes, Mary's a member as well. Well done. So, yes, it's always interesting, you know, wonderful and exciting to catch the first live because, you know, you're part of the live stream. And so welcome, Mary. And we also have Kelly. Kelly's also here. Kelly's quote plus. And she says, hi, Yogi, and my stitchy friends. And Vaduhi is also here. Welcome. And who else have we got? Fliss Floss. Yes, absolutely. Welcome back. And Pirate as well. And Rajao as well. So good to see you. And Lynn Burgess. Hello, Lynn. Guys, I just had a sneaky peek before I came on live on our Facebook group. You know, if you haven't joined, by all means join it. There's some exciting stuff going on every day. And, you know, you can always carry on the conversation from the live stream on the Facebook. And, you know, if you need support, it's a perfect place to go. But Lean, I have to highlight you because, guys, have you seen Lean's work on Traveling Library? Lean, is it Max Colors? It looks like Max Colors, right? Lean had a fog start. They were thinking no one did a fog start because it's quite hard to do to find the correct position. And Lean did it. Not only so, Lean actually finished the fogs. It looked complete. It's sleepy fogs. Guys, go have a look. And we might pull it up later on if we get a chance to look at the Facebook. It's gorgeous, Lean. Well done, well done. I'm so looking forward to it. And so good to see you. And Dawn King as well. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And Marilyn is also here in the chat. Welcome. And Diamonds is also here. Says good evening, Yogi and chat. Oh my goodness. It's all happening here. And, you know, as we get to the festive season, things just getting, you know, higher speed and there's more webs to work on, more projects to work on. I'm so excited. So with this piece, and I'm stitching on 25 counts, 1/1 with DMC, you know, the classic combination. And this piece, as I said, I've been working on it maybe around 2 years, maybe a little bit more, because I remember the day I started, as I described. And so I have kind of moved back and forth with the stitching method with this piece. Like all my pieces, I sort of try to change around a little bit so I don't get fatigued or bored. And also different areas maybe require different ways of stitching to make it work better. So I started off with this method that you're looking at, the block by block parking, and this is one of the, well, probably the first parking method I learned. So a lot of my earlier pieces I started this way. But somewhere along the line, when I came across a lot of confetti here, I kind of transitioned into a cross country here, mini cross country, as you can see. You have the loose stitches kind of flowing away from the main area, but still pretty much try to complete the area behind me as I move forward. So no extreme cross country to me, and with this piece. But then I kind of switched to parking again with, I can't remember, maybe something along the lines of Gemma's method, back and forth with a block by block as well. And now I'm actually back to block by block parking. You know, I did a demonstration a couple of weeks ago showing this method, and it kind of reignited the my love. I remember why this method was so simple and also really effective as well. So you are dealing one block at a time, 10 by 10, and you're just parking as you go. Okay, if you want to know more about this method, I've got the walkthrough on the video section. I put it there. And also you get to see how I work today, because my plan today is to continue with block by block. You can see previously I did a little bit of cross country on the right side as well. So my plan is to kind of slowly tidy up a block by block and return to that diagonal line, because at the moment is kind of freestyling a little bit in terms of the distributions of the stitches. So this is my plan today, and as a starting point, I try to recall what I did last stream, working on this piece, and I think I end it with this block here. As you can see, I try to complete this block, but maybe stop at some point. So I like to return to that. That would be a good start, right? And complete it. And then I'll decide where I'm going to move forward from that point. So this is my starting point, so slightly different from the usual warm up where I pick a color and just do a few stitches to warm up. Today, this is my plan. So let me bring on my work mode here and bring on the highlight box as well. I think what I did last session is I actually did a minimum to maximum, I'm guessing. So let me look at my setting here. That would make sense, block by block. Or maybe not really. I don't know how it worked. Okay, ooh, a lot of single stitches on this one. Very confetti, this area. As you can see, the flowers are brutal. And and there's a stained glass window here. It's also pretty brutal. So that's why the progress kind of slowed down a little bit. So let me have a look. I think it would be sensible to go from minimum to maximum. It's always a good way of doing it because you kind of deal with the loose stitches first before you stitch more. So today is a slightly different kind of warm-up. I'm gonna start with ninja stitches, you know, one single stitch wonders for a change. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. So let's have a look. I'm going to be patient today, okay? This is block by block. All I have to worry about is that 10 by 10 space. So it's nice and easy. I don't have to think outside the box, literally. And I just park as I go, okay? Nice and easy. So guys, let me know what you're working on today on this beautiful Thursday. And I hope you're enjoying, you've got a whip with you and about to enjoy your session here with me. So the first color of my choice would be 9, or the choice of my app would be 947. 947, and I'm officially running out of my 28 count, size 28 needles. I've got 3, and I think one more somewhere there, in my case there. And hopefully I'm parking today, so I'm gonna free up some of the needles from my needle ball there. And let me just go and grab my magnet there. I do have one more here. So officially running low here. And let's have a look. So let me get the part threads away and just focus on this block. Nice and easy, okay? This is a great thing about this method. You do not worry about anything outside the box other than the parking location. So 947, 947, indeed, oh, hang on. I misread the number, 947. Yes, I do have one on my needle ball. Very nice. Okay, one stitch. It counts. All right, let's go. Let's go. Today has been rainy, not chucking down in London, but wet. It's very typical for London. Not just this time of the year, but all year round. It's very normal to have kind of just wet, not really rainy, kind of rainy, but not raining properly. That's very typical. Just drip, drip, drip. Let's have a look. Lizzie says, Yogi, are you doing the regular version of this pattern or the mini? This is mini. This is mini. But I'm very happy with the details here. You can tell that, you know, there's nothing, no shortcut, no cutting corner with this chart. And I think the beauty of Heaven and Earth is that doesn't matter what size they do, they chart the artwork accordingly. By that I mean that you know, quick stitch, for instance, it's not a crop from the chart, it's a crop of the artwork, and then based on that size of the artwork, they chart it accordingly. So they will come out differently based on, you know, the size of the artwork. So I love it. And this a mini is the same. Just because it's small, it's not a simplified version necessarily of the larger version. It's charted accordingly. So 947, 947, one stitch, very easy. 947, and I'm gonna pop this needle back till later. Susan's working on Woodland Santa, drinking coffee. Amazing. And Lynn says, thank you so much, Yogi. And yes, it's max color and started at the side center on the box and made my way to the fox. So exciting to see it progress. First hate. Oh, first hate, Lynn. You started with a bang, Lynn. It's gorgeous. And also, I was surprised by so much details of the fox's face, because even with the markup, with the simulated markup, it doesn't really show that much. But your finish is so beautiful. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really, really looking forward to it, because I think prior to starting this project with everyone, some people express a concern about the fox faces, the fox face maybe not being very well defined, but we don't need to worry about that if you're doing, particularly if you're doing max colors. And now we know it's gorgeous. The next one is 3609. 3609. Let's have a look. 09. Yes, we do have one. So this is the beauty of the needle board when it comes to single stitches like this. I can just grab it from my board and start stitching. So also there are quite a few single stitches, and I'm not surprised because this is where the pink flowers are. It's very confetti. And I can't believe this project is over 20%. I don't know how that happened. Yes, because, you know, the recent year or so, I really haven't worked on it that much. There you go. Three, 609, going back. 3609. And Sarah says, I'm working on Candylicious and drinking vanilla Coke. Vanilla Coke. Whoa, that sounds exciting. Sounds like a dessert. And Jackie says, I'm starting this piece right now, Yogi. It's been kitted up for a long time, so this was a good opportunity for me to dive in. Which version are you doing, Jackie? And it's gorgeous, isn't it? I know, even though majority of my Hade 1/125 counts, they're regular size and or max colors, but this one I'm very happy with the mini. So here we go down that one. Next one, 33. I do need a new strand with this one. 33. It's a purple. So a lot of color changes today for a change. Hello, Lona. Welcome. And Colleen as well. Hello. She says trying to get motivated to stitch on Descan's Hate 2005 Sao. I was okay. This misspell. I was trying to figure out what I'm reading. I was an alien yesterday, but not very motivated today. Oh, even aliens have days that you know. They need a little push by Yogi. So go, you know, work on it. You can do it. And by the chat as well. Everybody's going, yeah, do it, do it. Enjoy it. But if you need a break, have a break, you know. Have a cup of tea and just hang out. And as you watch me stitching, you're going to get so itching to stitch as well. Another one stitch. Okay, it's pretty. It's going to be worth it. You know, all these colors are here for a reason. And I like the fact that, you know, I just let that saga take over. It's quite relaxing. I don't have to think about where to go next. It tells me what to do. 33, I'm going to pop it on the needle ball there till the next stitch. So no parking so far. They're all just single stitch, literally just ends here. And this one I can park, so that's good. 3805, 3805. Very nice. And Jackie's doing it on 25 count 1/1, regular size, max color. Oh, very nice. Your finish is going to be, you know, tremendous. And yes, a little bit of warning. There are areas very, very confetti, so brace yourself. So I think that's why this way of stitching is kind of nice for really confetti area, because you're just focusing on one area at a time. You're less likely to be overwhelmed. No guarantee, but oh, I think, let's have a look. There's one stitch missing there. Why is that stitch not there? I thought I just did it. Never mind. Let me just do this one first. I'll get it sorted. I think there's one stitch missing there. I could just fudge it. How about that, guys? I can just stitch over it, because this is pink and there's a whole bunch of pink flower. Okay, keep your eyes closed, at least one eye closed. I'm going to just stitch over this one, okay? All right, yes, I know, because I just can't be bothered to bring up that orange. It will look the same. You can't tell. And this one I can park. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I free up a needle. Very nice. Oh, I'm liking it. It's very relaxing. I don't have to think. Hey, McCarmen. Hello. I think McCarmen might be new to the chat. I'm trying to find out the chat so I can say hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. And I cannot read what you've written, but hello, hello. Let's have a look. Yes, this is it. Yes, we welcome our new joiner to the chat with a little highlight there. So welcome. So hopefully it's not swear words. Sorry, I'm kidding. I'm sure it's just greeting. Here we go. Next one. 919. 919. 919. I need a new strand. 919. This is a slight contrast of a 310 start, and I just charge forward. It's quite nice. I'm in the mood for it. 919. And today I've got a cup of coffee, slightly cold by now, but freshly brewed peppermint tea. So let me have a sip, actually. Oh, it's still quite hot, so I'm gonna just open the lid here. Got it in my flask. Still very hot. Oh, lovely. Lovely. So soothing. So soothing. So 919. 919. Yeah. Lona says, hello, good night or evening. Oh, I see. Just greeting. Yes. Hola to you. Yes. Let me do this stitch here. There's one stitch that's already done, but not marked. Very naughty, Yogi. Clara says, she says, hi, good evening. Oh, very nice. Very nice. There's no translation in chat, you see. So I'm going to park. So I'm going to park down, actually. So you want to park in the order that you're going to stitch. In terms of the order of the blocks. So 3. And in the demo, I talked a lot about decision making in terms of where you park. So to a certain extent, it's up to you, but there are good practices that kind of helps. Here. Interesting. All right. Why is there one stitch missing? What have I got here? That is not correct. I see. I know what's happening. There are 2 stitches not being marked. So let me do that, okay? I know what's happening. So that was me. There are 2 stitches. That's why it's not matching up. It happens sometimes, particularly towards the end of my session. Sometimes I just start to get a little bit sloppy. I start to not marking things properly and, you know, all that stuff. So sometimes I find weird things happening on my fabric when I come back. And next, right, let's have a look. 900 is my next choice. 900 is, I'm still in a 1 stitch, you know, situation. 900. Ooh, someone can speak foreign languages. That's very nice. Yes, please say hello to the lady for me. I'm presuming it's lady. I have no idea. Just 1 stitch here. Oh, Dawn says 919 spooky bingo. And Dawn, you do know that we have the spooky bingo emoji here. Flash spooky bingo card. Go for it, Dawn. And guys, do it for Dawn. The first spooky bingo Goes to Dawn. Well done. Yes, a lot of color changes today. Maybe more bingos today. Hey, Kimberly. Sarah, well done. Flash, the spooky bingo card. Kimberly says, hello, Yogi and everyone. Working on Old Saint Nick by Scott Gustafson. Butcher that name for sure. 1/1, 28 counts, full cross. CXC. Oh, full cross CXC. Yes, 28 counts. That sounds about right. Yes, the spooky bingo goes to Dawn. Here we go. The first of many, I think. Oh, okay. I think what happens here, there's one color here I forgot to mark all of them. Okay, so I need to do these ones before I come back. Otherwise, the stitches will match up. And this one as well, my God, I was being very sloppy last time. Look at this. I've got one more color that's not, oh no, that one's not stitched. Okay, that's fine, we're good. One, two, supposed to be here. Don't say that's cute. Yes, I made those emojis for you. Handmade. No AI. Made by Yogi. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, we now have a Dolly Christmas edition of Dolly card that you can flash when you're happy. or when we get a visit from Dolly. We don't know when. All right, that one as well. Oh, I'm in the two stitch territory here. Jackie says, I wonder if Saga didn't save your markup. IXP has done that to me for whatever reason. I will sometimes not record my last few stitches. I haven't. I think it's more likely to be me. I don't know about markup. Markup is a little bit not always reliable, but Saga has been though. So anything's not marked is probably me. I blame myself. Here we go. And we also have LKC's here, is it? Sorry if I missed you. Yes, if I haven't said hello to you, it's me, it's not you. And I also see Lichda. Lichda. One day, when I grow up, I'll learn how to pronounce that word, okay? Welcome. So here we go. Let's have a look. The next color is 918. 2 stitches. How exciting. 918. 918. I do have 1 dot. That makes me happy. Here we go, 2 stitches. But they're quite far away. I'm thinking whether I should, because I probably wasn't following minimum to max. That's why I've ended up 2 stitches quite far away from each other when everything else is pretty much stitched up. So this is what I'm trying to avoid, and that's why minimum to max is a very good method if you want to avoid this. But today I'm gonna just you know, take my thread over. I'm not gonna stop and start again. It's okay, it's okay. It's way at the bottom there. The second stitch. And the stitches tend to look quite tidy as well with this method. So this is literally the last stitch of this color in this area. So I'm going to end it with a little tuck in there. All right then, 918. Janelle, hello, good morning. Here we go. Let me tidy this up. And who knows, in a little bit, I might try the Joyce's strangling method on how she manages her threads. But she's doing 4 blocks at a time, so I don't know how well it's going to fare with 10 by 10. Whether it's going to get, you know, a little bit too crowded. I'll see how it goes. And another 2 stitches, 779, 779. I do have 1 dot, that's always nice. 779. Yeah, so yesterday we spent a little bit of time talking about our plans for Christmas and Christmas Day, and also New Year's Eve as well. So the plan for Christmas Day, 25th, I'm talking based on UK time, okay? So I'm going to my partner's parents during the day for lunch, and then I should be home. I don't think we're planning to stay over there. We are going to, let me see if I need to part this one. So I'm going to be back here. I think that's the plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me just count first before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're going to do a Christmas Day stream, okay? And currently, I'll definitely let you know the exact time when I know. But currently, the plan is to start probably around the 8 o'clock. Sounds doable at this point, and we will have a Christmas stitching session together, and we probably have 25th to conclude our Christmas stitching, even though Christmas Day is on a Thursday, so Wednesday technically is also our Christmas stitching as well. So, but why not? You know, it's Christmas. We can have 2 days, and also, you know, have a nice completion for our Christmas stitching before we put it away till next week, till next year. So this is the plan, and you know, in terms of length, I have no idea. We'll just go by. We'll just flow and see, you know, where we are at that point. So So this is the plan. So if you'd like to join me, and bring a little some mince pies, you know, and trifle pudding if you don't know what they are, or Christmas pudding if you're feeling exotic, if you're not in the UK, and come and join me. We'll have a nice cozy stitching session on Christmas Day. The next one is 7:40. 7:40. But the plans for New Year stitching is still slightly in the air. So all I know at this point, the part that I have control in, is the fact that, let me just find my position before I'm totally lost. Too green. Okay, I got it. Is we're going to do, you know, I'm going to mention the M word, okay? We're going to do a little marathon. I don't know what a little marathon means, but we are going to do a marathon, okay, for New Year. And I'm still trying to narrow down the actual time range for the marathon, because my plan is to have the marathon cross over the we can do countdown in the UK around midnight, but also quite possibly do another countdown maybe sort of at the US midnight as well. So I had a little look at the sort of time differences. I think the first time zone to hit midnight in the US, it's about 5 hours behind UK time, which means currently I'm thinking, let me know if it's correct, okay? If we start at around maybe 9-ish, 9 p.m.-ish over here in the UK, and then we do a 10-hour marathon, which we've done before, we know it's doable, and it would take us over to, I'm trying to think, I did a little look yesterday, so 9 o'clock. So it should take us up to around 7 a.m. UK time. And it should hit around midnight in America, at least one of the time zones. Am I correct? I was just looking at the clock and trying to figure out. So let me know if that makes sense, and whether I've done the calculation correctly. Hello, Rin. Rin Akio is here in the chat. And Homestead Knitting as well as joining us as well. Says, hi everyone, still stitching away on my Christmas piece. Danielle, very nice. Every day is Christmas stitching day, for sure. Oh, where am I? Here. Below one more leg. It's sometimes hard to tell because the colors are so subtle, and it's not always clear. Jackie says, I'm in New England, and that sounds right. The UK is 5 hours ahead of where I am. Yes, it's not really possible to hit all time zones and do a countdown together. But I'm thinking it would be nice to at least, you know, go over one time zone in the US where we can do a countdown. So it's going to be a double countdown if you stay with me throughout the entire marathon. I know some of you athletes out there, and you know, we get to do 2 countdowns together. That'll be fun. 7:40. So that's my current plan, but we have one more thing to resolve. Is we're also at the same time for the marathon, we're planning for a new start together, and we have not decided which one to go for. Okay, there's some, you know, more obvious candidates there, suspects there, but we have not sort of come to a conclusion. So so we still have some time, you know, to finalize, but it's probably a good idea to know early on, right? Because you have to get the material, the fabric in particular, and the shipping around Christmas time is a little bit trickier. So the sooner we know, the better, wouldn't you say? So the next color is 946. 946. 946 orange. Beth says the marathon timing sounds awesome. Would be 10 a.m., 8 p.m. on January 1st here. Oh, 10 a.m. Okay, so it's going to be New Year already, first here, and I'll get to join on everyone's countdowns. So 1st January. So Bess, where are you then? Location-wise, no home address, okay? Keep it to yourself. Just roughly the location so I know what it is. So by then, in Bess area, it's already 1st of January. I cannot remember which country gets to count down first. Is it Asia? No. Is it Japan? I don't know. I can't remember. Or is it Australia? Is it Australia first? Karen. Hello, Karen Sutherland. Good to see you. So for the countdown, the guys in Europe, in the UK, probably need to take a little nap before to get ready if you want to join me all the way through. And why not? You know, it's good fun. Oh, Beth says, I'm in New Zealand. Okay. So you guys get the New Year first. You get to do the countdown first, right? No home address. No home address. Ah, I see. Yes, I do remember. I think Australia and New Zealand probably get a countdown first. All right, second stitch over here. It's quite tricky, isn't it? The closing up such a confetti area can be quite tricky, but that's part of the challenge and it's beautiful. Here we go. And 2 stitches here. Next, 2. A14, A14. A14. It's a burgundy. A14. Oh, it's Dolly. Hello, Dolly's come visit us early. It's Dolly time. And don't forget you have a Dolly card in your your emoji that I created for Dolly. and come flash the Dolly card as I'm going over to give Dolly a little bit of attention. She's, hey babe, come over here. Honey, babe, what do you need? Oh, I think she wants to go outside from the front window. Hello, babe. Come on then. Do you want to go out? No? Not sure? Come over. Oh, she's indecisive what she wants to do. She actually took me to the front room and, looking at the bay window. And then she realized it's raining outside and she doesn't want to do it. So, now she's going to be sulking a little bit. It's like, why is it raining? Yes, it's Dolly. Can you see the resemblance? This is a Christmas version, okay? It's like Dolly's for all seasons, but this is the Christmas edition. Queen Dolly, yes, exactly. Let me get this color 814. So Dolly's walked away. Hello, darling. Do you need anything else? Do you want to say hello? Do you want to purr for everybody? Live purring show from Dolly. Hey, sweetie. Honey. Oh, what's going on there? Honey, come over here. Dolly. What's up? Come here. Babe. Babe. Come on then. Talk to mommy. Hello. What's up there? Oh, she's just looking for attention. She doesn't know what she wants. She just wants attention, that's it. And there you go. Beth says, Yogi, why can't you turn the rain off for Queen Dolly? How rude. I know. Where's the switch? Beth, I'm looking for it. Because Dolly's just upset. She's like going, I want to go out, but why is it wet? I don't like wetness. Cats and wetness don't mingle. I know. Where's the switch, Beth? I'll turn it off for Dolly. Here we go. 2 stitches with this one. I'm still in the 2 stitching zone. 2 stitches zone. Babe. Oh, now she's back. What else do you need, babe? Two over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 4. 3 from the right. There. Lovely. Next, 3 stitches. Very nice. Things are looking up. Heather House says, on the west coast of Canada and US, Yogi, time is 8 hours ahead of the UK. So does that mean you get countdown first? When you say ahead, do you mean sooner or later? Oh, Kate has already had a New Year's start. New Year's start is going to be Waters of Nirvana by Hade, December 31st p.m. So I hope you enjoy your new start. And Homestead Knitting says, my New Year's start will be like, hey, Sal, first one ever. Oh, which one did you pick then? Yes, Dolly has a crown, yes. It's like she wears it all the time to remind me that she's the boss here. 434. 434. Yes, I have one threaded already. So, because normally with this kind of distance, so I've got 3 stitches, kind of, one here, over there, and down. Normally, when I'm really, really patient, I would actually stitch the one on the upper left first, stop it, end the thread, and move down. But today, no, I'm gonna just take the thread over. So this is just one of those days. I'll be fine. I won't have a panic attack. Alona says, I'm having to manually mark 28,000 stitches from Pattern Keeper into CX Saga, Cross-Stitching Saga, before I can stitch on Garden Gate Hade. Oh dear. So it really depends on what kind of stitching method you do. So a lot of people do block by block or page by page. Then it's not so much a problem. But if you do sort of cross country like these ones, like these ones, I'm not totally marked up yet. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm pretty close, but I had to break it up a few times before when I transfer this pattern onto Saga. But I would suggest if you're doing this type of cross country, a lot of loose stitches, instead of driving yourself crazy by marking everything in one go, you just tackle it when you come across it. You can mark the general area. So the stitch count is not going to be precise, but I think it's much better to have sanity than accurate stitch count. But what I normally do when I have this kind of situation, I just mark general area and then leave the loose stitches out until I get there, and then I mark a little bit as I move forward. So it's up to you, or you can do the whole lot. So I'm going to start with this one. Two green ones. And that one. Dear, dear, what's happening? I just lost my needle there. So let's have a look. 2 over there. 2 green ones. And this one I've done. And I'm moving down. It's a treasure hunt. I have no idea where I am. Oh, this one. That's interesting. Why does it look like it's already stitched? But it's the wrong color. I probably stitch this one with the wrong color. Let me just stitch over it. Then one more down here. The next block is going to be better because I'm going to start doing sensible things. I'm going to start from minimum to max. I think this one I may have just followed DMC number or just pick whatever I liked, which is not the best idea because you end up with situations like this. You have to take the stitches quite far away. And this one, I have nowhere to park, so I am going to end it. Four, 3, 4. Lona says it would be quicker if all the symbols matched. Yes, that's another thing. When you import the PDFs from, to Saga, a lot of times they, liberally kind of switch symbols to what they have in their libraries. I don't know why they do that, because those symbols are quite common. And they do have quite a few sets of the symbols that you can choose from Saga. But for some reason, they're not chosen that way. Maybe it's just conversion doesn't recognize all the symbols. And sometimes they assign the same symbol to multiple colors. So that happens as well. 400, the next one. 3 stitches. 400. Okay, I might finish this block and then, move to somewhere a little bit less confetti for a little bristle there. 400. It's all about balance. I don't want to, I don't want to get overwhelmed. There are quite a few switches with this block alone. 400. Oh, Dawn King. Dawn, you are you scanning your paper patterns to Pattern Keeper? I had tried that actually, but I think the feature is very minimum. You can get a chart in. I don't know whether they have improved that since, but when I tried it maybe a couple of years ago, because I had some paper patterns, and you could do it technically, but you get a sort of black and white chart. It doesn't show colors first of all, and also you have to do a lot of manual adjustments with the grids because it doesn't pick up everything accurately. So I think it's quite like beta state with the Pattern Keeper when it comes to import. I think they tried it. I don't think they have sort of improved it that much as far as I know. So that's why I had to use markup RXP, because the import is a lot more advanced. for Markova XP, despite the, the performance isn't that great. I'm close to finish with this block, I think. Very confetti, this block. Alison, hello, Alison Rennie says evening everyone. 15 MIBs behind playing catching up. Yes, good to see you. Yes, it's okay, Rainy. Rainy says I won't be able to make it for Christmas. And maybe the marathon. Trying to read it. But that's quite okay. We have replays, right? You can watch replays, so you get to see what happens. And this one, I'm going to mark. Oh, going to part down actually here. I've got a spot here. Very nice. Dawn says, I didn't try scanning. I'm manually entering stitching. I've done already. From paper pattern. Maybe I misunderstood what you were doing. All right then. The next color, 3A53. 3A53. I've got 3 stitches. 3853. Okay. Yeah, I'm really surprised since I transitioned from Pattern Keeper to Saga, I haven't had to go back for anything. Because I was fully prepared that if there are features that only Pattern Keeper can do, I'm quite happy to switch back. But it has not happened. One, two. Two stitches. And also having done 32 counts yesterday, 25 counters feels very chunky. It feels like stitching 14 counts. This is 25 counts. It's all relative. And I can park down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 under the pink. Yes. I'm happy to park because it frees up my needles. All right then, next one. 371. 371. I need a new strand. 371. I think potentially for the New Year's start, from the sound of it, quite a lot of people are interested on in doing the Amy Stewart pieces, right? And there are two, so potentially we could, have one of them. You can pick one of them. Some of them might choose starting both at the same time. Someone like Nikki, but maybe one of those companion pieces might be an option. But I'm just thinking that, because the the writer's desk is it looks manageable, but the other piece just looks so epic. It's almost scary to think about starting a piece like that. I don't know. Maybe overall it's not that many more stitches, but does feel like an epic piece. And also, we haven't got the max color version, have we? So depends on when it's going to be done. Busy Mom says, I'm trying to transfer my stuff to Pattern Keeper from Markup IXP. I'm having a lot of issues with a lot of my charts. They're not going into Pattern Keeper. They're non-full coverage. Oh, you mean, because technically you're not really transferring from Pattern Keeper, you're transitioning to a different app, but in terms of the documents that you use for conversion is essentially from PDFs, from the original PDF. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Oops, hang on, what was just happened there? I'm trying to recall because I haven't come across Pattern Keeper having issues with non-coverage and non-full coverage pieces, as far as I know, because I have transferred, for instance, the Halloween pattern, it was non-full coverage. It seems to convert okay. It was Saga I have issues with. So I wonder what Busy Mom's issue is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I part one stitch off. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Hello, Ebony. Good to see you. What are you stitching today? More sky stitching, Ebony. One, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I think we're good. Oh, the final 4. Oh, this, this, I have to say, as much I'm happy with the fact that it's so pretty. Yes, there's so many color stitches, switches just within the final few, sort of 30% of the block. Oh dear, 3, 1, 5, and there will be final 4 on this block. 3, 1, 5, yay! Oh, Lona, Yes, I was talking about the Amy Stewart, the two companion pieces for a traveling library, maybe potentially new start. But the thing is, guys, we don't know what's going to happen until New Year, right? There might be new patterns. There might be other patterns. They're going to be released, and we go, my goodness, I have to do that one. So, maybe leave it open for a little bit. That's a good thing as well. I mean, eventually, I think majority of us will probably want to do at least one other, one of the companion pieces. If you're doing traveling library, you're probably tempted to do at least one other, right? Whether you do all of them, I don't know. But in terms of timing for New Year, we don't know what's going to happen until New Year, right? We're still talking about close to 2 months, 6 weeks. Other patterns could drop. Who knows? So, last stitch of this blog, yeah. I've never been so happy finishing a blog. Oh dear. You're not kidding when it comes to color switches. Here we go. The stitches are so snuggly. I'm not even going to do a ending method because it's not needed. Let me just tuck this bit in. It looks a bit funny. Why is that stitch not stitched? I don't know. Am I missing something? There's one stitch missing there. Dear Almighty. Why? Oh, I know which one, but why? For some reason, I just missed that one. It's okay. Be patient. Be patient. 400. I think that was... Let me just... 315. And then 400. 400. There's one stitch missing there. $400. Oh, Sarah's got a 315 spooky bingo. Well done. Yes, a lot of color changes, so probably quite a few spooky bingo. Maddie's Budget Corner, welcome. And Abney says, yes, you got it. Sky stitching. I'm at 9.58. This is Abney's idea of relaxation, you see. She comes back from work and just bring up the piece has got like just sky pretty much and start stitching sky. But it's nice sky, right? So it's probably not as bad as blue sky. It will be pale colors. Oh dear. And Kay says, after 32 counts, I'm stitching 22 stitches. Look huge. I know. It's all relative when it comes to sizes. And no jokes, okay? And 400, yeah, it's all relative because I remember the struggle I had when I started 25. When I first, transitioned to 25, I was thinking, who can stitch this? No chance. And look at me. Now I'm like going, hey, 25 is really chunky, almost like 14 counts. Seriously. And 22 is going to be even bigger. Okay, I'm going to get another 400 here. Just one stitch, I ask you, but I can park. I can park. Oh, hang on. I do have one here. I just forgot to do that stitch, but I do have one already parked. That's handy. Don't know how I missed that one. Okay, so this is the last stitch. Okay, And this block is officially done. One of the most confetti. I'll actually check how many colors in this block, just out of curiosity. And with Saga, you can check. Oh dear. All right. Officially completed this block. Oh dear. 400. I'm going to pop it back. So I just want to have a quick look of this block here to see how many colors actually inside this block. So Saga is going to tell me. All right. Here we go. So within this area, what? Can you see that? The 100 stitches of this block here, it's got, it can't be correct. It says, no, it's not correct. 35, okay, 35 colors. The total number of the entire piece is 89. Within this block only, 35 colors, 35 switches. No wonder, no wonder. No wonder I need a break, a chocolate break, guys. No wonder I need a chocolate break. It's chocolate time, chocolate time. And, oh, we've got 315 bingo and Bess as well. Which color are you having spooky bingo with? And Chloe says, Ebony, I watched your web parade earlier. Oh, is there a new one? Such beautiful detail work. Yes, Ebony, if you don't know, Ebony is a floss tuber. She does beautiful web parade. Oh, is there a new one? I'll definitely watch it. I enjoy Ebony's web parades. Lona says, remember, Saga doesn't lie. Exactly. You know, my hips might lie sometimes. The abs don't lie. Family show, family show. Okay, let me have a sip of my tea here and have a piece of chocolate. Shall we? You know, bring on your snacks, your drinks. Oh, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Dear, oh dear, 35 colors. Oh, such a great tea. Yes, chocolate time. Also, Beth is 315 bingo as well. That's a popular one. 315. Let me remind myself what color it is. Oh, it's a burgundy. Burgundy. Very nice. Hello, Rochelle. Welcome. You're joining us on a chocolate time. And Rochelle says, I'm a little late to the party. Yes, you're late for the class. I need full report, okay? I expect the submission very promptly. But she says, I'm finally able to sit and be present. Oh, hope everyone is enjoying and relaxing. You will be fully present here in the yogi stream, okay? We get together, we stitch together and do some ujjayi breaths together. Yes, we're going to be doing breathing exercise in a bit, okay? You'll be fine. You're in good company. And it's a peaceful stitching session with everyone here. Okay, just enjoying a little bit of web. I do enjoy as well. It just you know, since I started streaming, I actually watch less floss tube, because a lot of times when I watch floss tube is when I'm stitching. But obviously I'm streaming, I'm not watching floss tube, so I need to make time to watch more of you guys with parades. And Ebony's is a very good one to go for. It's very relaxing, very laid back, the way I like it. So here we go. Finally, I finished this one. Yay. I'm gonna pick a more friendly block. Okay, maybe not 35 color changes. Oh, that was you know, a little bit of a, you know, exercise session there. Let me move this one. Let me have a look at my pattern here. I do want to follow you know, the order, so I eventually form a kind of a diagonal staircase there. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what's happening here. So because I've switched stitching methods here and there, so it's a little bit of a, you know, I wouldn't say mess, but it's just transitional area here. So gradually I want to be able to bring it back to more diagonal shape there. But in order to do that, technically, the next block will be here, wouldn't it? It would be, you know, I'm building the staircase, but this one, am I joining the air stitching session? You know, whoever's doing air stitching at the moment, if I was to do this block, essentially I'm in the air stitching territory, and I'll show you why that is, you know. So this one, if I move this block here, even though there's still a little bit on the block, I can do this one to start with. There's still a little bit of air stitching going on there, but maybe not as bad. If you look at that, the block on the right there is pretty much all white, whereas this one, it's got some white, but it's got some blue as well. Maybe this would be a good candidate. So I can start building the staircase there. Oh dear. Yes, because this block on the right there is pretty much all white. I'm not sure I'm ready for it, but I want to tidy up the few missing stitches still up there. Let me see how I'm going to do it. I need to have a game plan. So there are a few stitches up here they're still missing. I'll probably do those first and see how it goes. I might have a little bit of chocolate before I go. You know, power snacking, power session. I've got slightly different chocolate here because I run out of my regular one. So I'm dipping into, which one's this? This one is from Waitrose. So most of you probably not familiar with it. It's a UK supermarket. So they do a 72 dark chocolate, Belgian chocolate here. And it's very, very chunky. Look at how thick this chocolate is. And this is really, really thick, like this. And it's quite nice, actually. A lot of times I'll try those sort of, you know, other brands. I don't like them. But this one is very nice. It doesn't have sort of weird sort of aftertaste. But it's very, very, really thick, really chunky, like this. Ooh, look at this. So let me snack on my chocolate. And I'm going to sip on my coffee. And I'm ready to go. And a bit of air stitching coming up there. It's quite good, actually. Really chunky. Have a sip on my tea. And let me know what you're snacking. If you're snacking, lovely. Jackie says, just cross 100 stitches on this piece. This piece. Yes, you're starting this one, haven't you? Have you started from left corner, upper left? So a lot of block stitching, a lot more block stitching. That's true. Let me have a look at this pattern here. Yes, upper left, a lot of green. I remember this, but I remember how excited I was when I first started. And it's not too bad if you look at the pattern. It's not confetti just yet. When you move towards this little bunch of flowers, a pot of flowers here, things get slightly a little bit more unpredictable. But the green area, I still remember stitching it. Absolutely. And you're doing regular size, so there's probably even more of those stitches there. Right, I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm going to just patch up. There are a few loose stitches. You can hardly see it. I know it's air territory, air stitching territory. But there are a few stitches, pure white stitches going on there. I'm going to finish them so I have a sense of completion with the blocks. And then I'll move down to this block there. One step at a time, one step at a time. Just doing slightly different things every day is good, isn't it? So I've been doing a lot of cross country. Just go wherever I go. It's nice to have a little bit of discipline coming back here. So I'm going to go for 566. It says white. It literally says white. Oh no, it's not 566. 566 stitches remaining, but this is white. Literally white. Which one's white again? We have blanc. It's blanc, isn't it? Blanc is white. So this is it. Rather than... Yes, I need to make sure this is not 01. This is white, literally white. Okay. Here we go. I haven't used white for a little while. Kay says, I love to snack, but it's 22 past 1 a.m. Oh, okay. Kate, remind me where you are. Again, no home address, okay? Just general location. So you're about 3 hours ahead of me. You can always snack just on something light. There's some chocolate, doesn't matter. There's one stitch missing there. I wonder why that is. It's one stitch. Very peculiar. Let me do this one and see if I can actually figure out where I am. 2 over there, 1 over there. Okay. I can barely tell if something's it's already stitched. That's how bad this is. Okay, if you're air stitching, you have my sympathy and empathy here because I'm doing the same. White on white fabric rather than black on black. Air stitching coming. I think when it comes to air stitching like this, it's more about following the chart, isn't it? Because the chart is going to guide you, probably more than anything. Because if it was up to me looking at it, I'll probably misjudge it all the way. Air stitching coming. Hey, Claudia. Claudia says, hello, everyone. I'm late due to spending all day trying to find new clothes for work next week. So happy to get rest and stitch now. Yes, Claudia is going to have a new job, starting a new job. How exciting. And looking for a new wardrobe. I hope you found something nice. I'm literally just going to fold all these stitches, the white stitches, within this block, and then pop downwards. Quite fancy following rules today. Not every day, but today. Feeling like a obedient stitcher. Just following the rules. I can't even tell if this one's stitched. This is terrible. Let me stitch it again. I literally cannot tell. No, I don't think that one was stitched. The color is slightly different because this color, white, is actually more like cream color. Dear, dear. Oh, Sarah says, I want to start black on black on my birthday in December. Oh, that's a good start. A lot of 310. Have you got a cone of 310? Yes, you probably need a couple of cones for that piece. And Claudia says, it took all day to find black flat shoes and pants I didn't hate. I remember why I never buy clothes. I'm too picky. Oh, so plain clothes, dress code, is it? I think women in office, we're a little bit, we have a little bit more freedom. You know, I used to work at places the men have to wear, and maybe not ties all the time, but at least a proper shirt and trousers. So it's fairly boring, fairly boring. Whereas women, you know, we have a little bit more freedom. We can wear skirts or pants, whatever, trousers. But yeah, generally you probably want to keep the colors, you know, relatively plain. You can still wear red, pink, doesn't matter. Kay says, Yogi, I'm in St. Petersburg, Russia. Oh, Kate is from Russia. Amazing. I'm 3 hours ahead in winter and 2 hours in summer. Yes, I was trying to figure out the time zone because I thought, you know, 3 hours is, if it's in Europe, it's normally an hour ahead rather than three. Wow. Amazing. So, Kate, as a stitcher in Russia, right, would you say Saga is fairly popular? Because I'm trying to figure out why they have not bothered to actually, you know, have the PDF conversion capability. You know what I mean? Because maybe the stitchers in Russia, they're fairly used to the app. Everybody and all the supplier, you know, child suppliers, they supply Saga compatible formats. So I'm curious. So let me park it down here. Finally, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. So I'm going to park it down here till I get there. Okay. So there are a couple more stitches here, only 3 more of this color. This one's slightly better. It's kind of blue. A27. A27. It's a little bit better. Oh, Kimberly. Kimberly is air stitching the nursery on Christmas house. We talked about that yesterday. Yes, if you do a center start, you would have started from the nursery. Those brave soldiers. Kimberly, yes, join in. I'm air stitching with you, and but I'm air stitching on white. Whereas if I was doing it on my Christmas piece, at least my Christmas, fabric for the project, is slightly green. It doesn't really give that much contrast, I have to admit, but at least a little bit better than just pure white. But yeah, join the club. Join the club, Kimberly. So in comparison, this blue is so much easier. I can actually see the thread. That helps. But I'm happy that this top bit, at least, is completed. This one stitch here is missing for some reason. I'll come back and patch it up. But these 2 blocks are completed. I'm going to just continue because I'm moving down here to this block. Am I? Let me have a look. So, oh, this bit is not done either. I think, all right, I know what's happening. That's all right. I'll take care of it. In that case, I might park it here actually and come back. I really want to follow proper order today. I'm just in that kind of mood. So I'm going to park it here. I'll try to complete this block. For some reason, on my chart, this block is marked already. It could be just me, but let me change that quickly. It's a little bit messy, isn't it? What do I do here? So I think these ones are not done. So my stitch count is going to be a little bit less accurate, but not too bad. I'm going to stitch these ones anyway, so it's going to be reverted. But I just want to match up the stitches as much as I can. There's one stitch over there. One, two, that one. All right, I think we're good. Yes, pants versus trousers. I know. I think in America they just call everything pants. The pants over here is undies. Rochelle says working on traveling library cross country thread color completion at 4%. That's tremendous. 4% is good. I think I'm still under 1%. If I remember correctly. So I'm going to do these ones first, okay? Just tidy things up before I embark on my journey there. 3A, 4, 6. 3A, 4, 6. It's a blue. So I'm going to tidy up this block here so I can start to build the staircase properly. So Kay says, yes, Saga is the most popular app in Russia. Oh, just as I suspected. She says Cross Stitch Paradise is after it. I think all Russian pattern suppliers and companies that make kits provide Saga compatible digital chart and PDF paper patterns. I see. Yes, I had my suspicion because I thought as a developer for an app, for instance, obviously you want to make the app as accessible to everyone as possible because it opens up the market, doesn't it? And I've been wondering why Saga have not addressed the PDF issue. Maybe the focus is not the stitches over here. That's my suspicion. And, you know, that's wonderful. Thank you for the insight of Russia, because I had a feeling that maybe because Saga is so popular there and the developers really don't need to worry about PDFs. But Paradise does have that capacity, you know, capability of conversion. So I'm just wondering why Saga does not integrate that capability as well. Because it's got, this app literally has everything you can dream of, and things you don't even, you know, imagine that you need, but it does not have the capability to do the conversion, to import PDF, which is very interesting. But I suspect Cross Stitch Paradise is actually quite good as well. It's just, you know, majority of us are just looking at the app as a conversion app. But I think it's just by fiddling with it for a little bit, I see a lot of, you know, pretty nice features. And also visually is quite nice. It's very, you know, user-friendly looking. Rochelle says, I started with Yogi, but had to restart because 28 count just wasn't doing it for me. Oh, you switched from 28 to 25, so you had to restart, and you're still way ahead of me. How does that work? 25 count, so I switch after 1500 stitches. Well, sometimes you just have to make a judgment call. If it's not working, it's not working. If you're not happy stitching, it doesn't matter what it looks like, does it? Or, you know, it might look quite nice, but if you don't enjoy it, change. Yes, well done. Ooh, little knot happening there. Oh dear. Can't undo it. And just keep stitching. There's a little knot there. Normally, if you just pull a thread, it kind of, you know, it goes away, but not in this case. I'm going to just keep stitching, pretend it's not there. And there's one stitch over here I'm going to do. And hopefully, oops, why does it do that? I'm going to tidy this bit up. Rochelle says, to be fair, Yogi, I've been stitching 5 to 8 hours a day. Wow, you know, Sarah's doing the marathon. She's stitching 8 hours a day for 6 days. So you're pretty close, Rochelle. You can join. You can join the marathon with Sarah. You're fully qualified. So my daily stitching is mostly with you for about 3.5 hours. For me, it's tremendous because I've been doing every day quite consistently. Whereas before I started streaming, I was, it's a little bit sporadic. I would stitch a lot, let's say for 3 days, and then I might not stitch at all for 2 days or 3 days. And then, you know, I'll try to pick it up again. So it's not, it wasn't very consistent. It wasn't every day. And also I, you know, particularly after stitching the Gecko Rouge project, the first, my first start, for solidly for 6 months, I was getting so fatigued and so fed up with it. I think I probably didn't stitch for, oh, I want to say nearly a couple of months, probably a couple of months. I was just, you know, I had this internal struggle there, feeling so guilty for not working on it. But literally, I was just so burnt out because I was just overdoing it, I think. With no one, not just the fact no break. I was looking at the same piece of fabric, same pattern, day in and day out for 6 months. So that's why I learned a lesson. It doesn't matter how much I love a project, I want to have a break from it. You know, I don't want to do the same piece every day, because I just know that I'm going to just get so fatigued about it. Yes, Sarah is inviting you to join her on her crusade of, you know, being a marathon stitcher, marathon Astley stitcher. Rochelle says, I'm hiding from the world right now, so I'll join you. Yes. Yes, stitching is such a cozy activity that it feels very safe, and if you just need to hide from the world a little bit, we'll need that from time to time. It's such a great thing to do, because you're really just focusing on what you're doing in front of your eyes, one stitch at a time. It's very good for the mind, I think. It's like meditation, isn't it? And Kay says, I don't know why Saga does not have a conversion feature, probably because Paradise already does it. I think probably they would just be very time consuming to do and won't bring a lot of profit. But does that mean the majority of the Russian stitchers, they all have both apps? Because I'm trying to think, oh, this one's done already. because it's literally just one stitch. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I am. Because in order to use the conversion feature for for Paradise, you have to pay for the Pro version. So does that mean it's quite common for stitchers in Russia? They have Saga, and they also have the Pro version of Cross Stitch Paradise. Because to the point, I was thinking at one point that maybe there's some sort of collaboration between them. But then I was told that, there isn't. It just so happened that Paradise has that feature and Saga doesn't. I don't know. But then if you always, if all the the pattern creators, they provide a compatible version, then it's probably not a problem. The conversion is not a problem. Right, I am going to trying to think. I have about half a block here. Let me draw the lines a little bit better. I can start to complete this block, or I'm just looking at these 2 stitches. Maybe I'll go and fill these 2 stitches before I move forward. So I feel a little bit more it feels a bit more complete because there are 2 loose stitches there. Sarah says, I hide from the world every day. We'll need a little bit of that every day. Escapism, just escape from the world and just do something that we really enjoy. That's healthy, I think. Dawn says, I've got 140 stitches in before the new kitten woke up. Oh, Dawn, are you the one that got a new kitten? Hang on, I do remember seeing a photo of someone adopting a new kitten. Oh, so nice. And demand some attention. Yes, that's what cats do. They wake up and go, yeah, me. It's all about me. I know. 518. 518. It's a blue. So I'm going to patch up these 2 stitches before I move forward. I'll feel better for it. New kitten, yes, it's true. I'm so tempted to find a friend for Dolly. It's literally 1 stitch. Five, 1, 8. Jackie says, Yogi, I'm the same way. I have stitched non-stop on traveling library. I definitely need a break from it. Starting this piece has been nice. I know, because there's I totally get it, particularly when I have a new start. I'm thinking about it all the time and I want to do more. And sometimes I do, but I try not to kind of make the same mistake again. It's nice to miss something, isn't it? It's nice to just think about a project that you want to go back to, rather than just keep going back whenever you want it. It's nice to miss something. So, with the streaming, I'm kind of, flowing with different projects day to day, and so I'm not bored with any project at all. I know sometimes it requires a little bit of discipline, because at times you just want to do a particular piece like all the time, but I try not to do that. Oh, Dawn says she's 3 months old, a tuxedo like Dolly. Oh, Dawn. My goodness. Yes, that sounds so nice. Yes, kitten. I was, I think it was summertime this year. I was so close at going to a shelter and adopt one. But then something took over. I was speaking to one of my friends, and, we're talking about the cat distribution system, the universal cat delivery system, that, in some way, I wanted to wait for a cat to come to me, because so far, I'm very lucky to have several cats in my life. They all become angels. I have Dolly, obviously, but all of them came to me in some strange ways, either through chance, or sometimes they just walked to my back garden and decided to move in. Dolly and Molly. Dolly had sister. They were from the same litter. Molly, so Molly and Dolly, but Molly passed away last year. So Molly and Dolly, they both came from the same litter of a friend of mine, not my friend's cat, but my friend's neighbor's cat. I think it was Indian family, and they didn't neuter the mummy cat at all. The mummy cat basically just went around and gave birth to kittens. And my friend kind of came to me and go, well, there's still three or four cats, still kittens in a litter not being adopted. Would you be interested? And I remember at that time I wasn't, thinking about having new cats at all. And then she FaceTimed me. She FaceTimed me. She knew what she was doing, my friend. And I saw Molly and Dolly, and they were really close together. They're sisters, and they're both tuxedo cats. And I just go, okay, bring them over to me, like now, because they're so adorable together. And so that's how I got them. So all the cats in my life, I've never gone to a shelter or a pet shop or anything like that to get them. So I kind of wanted to keep it that way. So I decided not to go with the shelter adoption option. But I don't know. I'm just waiting for the next cat to come to me, to be Dolly's friend. I don't know. 775, next one. But I'm really envious when I see other people having particularly kittens, How can you resist? I don't know. 775. Ooh, air stitching territory there. Just one stitch. Just one stitch. Kay says, I'm stitching all shades of blue now. I'm starting to dislike blue. I think when you do a lot of something, you probably get bored with it. That's why I'm really surprised some stitchers can just, like Sarah is happy, consciously chose a piece that's all black. I just cannot even, think about it. Cannot even work it out in my head. just one stitch here, and then I'll be able to move forward. Yay, done. You know, tidy up the loose ends so I can have a new beginning. That's how it works. Here we go. I'm going to pop this back, 775. And also, even if you're stitching the same piece, you know, it depends on how you approach in terms of the stitching methods. Generally, yes, I do like the block by block, you know, parking sometimes. But a lot of times I, you know, deliberately choose the methods that would give me more freedom in terms of moving around different color palettes. So for instance, this area is very, very different from the blue. If I just stick with blue because of my stitching method, and I have to complete this area before I move on, I'm probably going to feel quite fed up. So sometimes I have to kind of break away from whatever method I'm doing, and so I'm able to jump to a different area. So a lot of times, even with even with the diagonal parking, you know, block by block, I jump around. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid the white blocks here and just move on to more colorful areas. So sometimes, you know, I do make those decisions so I don't get overwhelmed. But now I'm ready to complete this block here. Let's see how it goes. So I've got a few part threads here, so I'm going to start with the part threads and move forward accordingly. And these ones, let me just find out what they are. They're not marked properly on my app here. So I've got one here. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that one is this one. Because this is probably the part that I had not really spent time to mark properly when I transfer the pattern over from Pattern Keeper. That's why. Air stitching. Okay, guys, if you're doing air stitching, I'm with you. I'm with you, okay? You're not alone. You're not alone. Air stitching coming up. Yes. So this one's got a little bit of color, but all these ones are pretty much white. Different shades of white. Oh, so don't you've got dogs as well. Yes. I think it should be easier because it's a kitten. If it's a grown cat, it's probably harder to kind of you know, readjust living with a dog. Let me just end this one, literally just one stitch here. Uh, 647. Lizzie says, Yogi, do you have a color you dislike stitching? 310 and all shades of white are not counted. Oh dear. Not really, because I don't have colors I do not like. Other than, you know, if they're difficult to stitch like these ones, or 310, if it's too many of them, I get overwhelmed. But then again, all colors, if I stitch, you know, even my favorite colors, I love blues, but if I, you know, focus on this area for too long, I get fatigued. Not even, we're not even talking about the same colors, just same shade of colors. So, you know, it's divide and conquer for me. And that's why I choose methods that allows me freedom to kind of just wander around and reset myself, because I know, you know, I won't last if I have to stitch in order. Some people, they kind of follow, I don't know, page by page or whatever, and they force themselves to complete the page. I understand the sense of, you know, kind of completion that you get page by page, but I find it a little bit more restricted. So I don't have colors I don't like. I just don't like repetitive colors, stitching the same colors. That's it. That's more of my issue. All right, so next one, I believe is this one. Rochelle says, Yogi, I can't use Paradise as I only have Apple products and Google Play. It's frustrating. I'm not comfortable asking for help or anything. Suzanne graciously has. Yes, there are only a couple ways to do that. If you don't have an Android device, you can convert to yourself. One is to get a desktop version, which is slightly fiddly to do, I understand, or to get someone else to convert for you. And if you're not happy with either, yeah, you have to stick with, I don't know, markup XP. It's a choice, you know. And Kay says, I have Saga, Paradise, and Pattern Keeper as well. I use Paradise as a converter. Those apps are cheap and it's a one-time payment, so no problem purchasing from them. They do make stitching easier. Yes, true. I like the fact that Saga and Paradise, they're both one-off and they keep improving. That is very true. That is very true. So, is Pattern Keeper popular in Russia? I wonder. Even though in comparison, it's quite a simple app. Oh, see, I just keep stitching. I forgot that I'm doing block by block. Seriously. Okay, let's undo this one. I just somehow just kept going. I'm trying to work within this block here, okay? Discipline. I like a little bit of discipline today. But let me just do this one here. Okay, so I don't wander off. I need to remind myself I'm working within this area. Here. All right. And 3 more pass threads to work with. So this one is color of the air. Oh, look, there are quite a few stitches here actually. Kimberly is asking, is cross-stitch Paradise Android only? Yes. And also on desktop as well, if you can get it working. I couldn't. But I think Suzanne has managed to do that. And I think maybe Joyce as well. Those clever people. But maybe I've got a Mac, so I don't know whether it's got something to do with it. But technically, if you can get it working, you can have a desktop version that you can work with. Oh, Lona, your patience. Lona is doing all the manual marking of the stitches over on Saga. Stitching at its best. One more stitch with this piece. I'm going to end this one. But it's going to be worth it because then I'll have a nice transition area over here because I've been trying to avoid it. You could tell. It's time to face up the reality. Susan says, "Is Dolly cat friendly? My sister cat hates other cats. Dolly is pretty good because Dolly's used to being with other cats before, so she's not overly close to other cats other than Molly because Molly, she grew up together." But yeah, she's not aggressive if she's not aggressive to other cats in the house, but she still is aggressive to cats outside. So she's territorial in that sense. But I think most cats probably are. But yeah, she's quite chilled, even amongst, my squirrel friends that come in to see me every day, and she's okay with them. She, obviously, I'm sure they're probably not besties, but she's okay with them. I've seen both of them, the squirrels and Dolly. They're both just, resting on the fence outside the patio, over the patio, and they kind of just chill. She's not aggressive to the squirrels at all. So she's a gentle cat, really, and she's very friendly to strangers. I don't know if it's good or bad, but she would sit outside the bay window, the front window. She's got cat flap. She can go to the back garden, the patio rather. But occasionally she will ask to go out from the front window, and she will go out there and basically just say hello to everybody walking past. I regularly, routinely see people taking photos of her, and just really happy to see Dolly sitting there, just say hello to random people. So she's very friendly that way. And I always feel like when she's doing that, I just feel like she's being an ambassador of the kitty world, just making people's day just by being her, saying hello. So she's quite social in that way. So Kay says we're moving in New Year, and first thing we're going to do is to get a cat. Oh yes, and also, you know, it's nice to have some outdoor space for them. I know some cats are indoor cats, but they love going outside. So I always have a cat flap, and they just come and go whenever they want. That's why I can only live in a ground floor space, a ground floor house, flat. Just one more here. I'm doing all right with the air stitching. It's all right. It's one more here. And park it to the right here. Very nice. I don't even know what's happening here. Why is this so pale? Okay, this it's outside the window. Okay, it's still part of the window. Kimberly says my daughter's three kitties that she rescued from her porch are so cute. She's keeping them all. She can't spare them. They're all tuxedos. Oh my goodness, 3 kittens. Absolutely, keep them all. Susan says my long dog is all black, but it's very interesting to stitch because all the different animals and icons. Yeah, I know a lot of you are fans of long dog, and I love the patterns. It's very very pretty, very unique. But I'm not sure if I can survive that. I think my mind just starts to go, just give me some pink, you know. Give me some colors, please. But I like the patterns though, and it's very very pretty. Sarah says, I have stitched 8.5 hours today and have 15,000, oh, not 15,000, 1,562 stitches. Amazing. But Sarah, I think Sarah regularly stitches like 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours. So this is a regular day for you. This is just another normal day. I think 3.5 hours daily for me is, you know, max, I think. All right, so this one, very nice. So, hang on. A27, I am going to end my thread here. I'm not doing too badly, see? You can hardly see the white stitches, but they're there. They're there. I'm actually stitching something, okay? It is true. I do not lie. Look, they are there. Okay, so I've cleared all the pass threads here, and now I'm going to just follow the order of following the number of stitches and fill them up. Oh, a lot of single stitches. How? Interesting. All right. Right, let me see. Only one stitch. All right. Next one. So I've got a few single stitches. Not too bad, not too bad, because there are not that many stitches left for this block. It's almost done. But there are a few single stitches, as usual. 779. For a mini, this is, you know, quite a confetti pattern. 779. Yes, there's going to be a cat's library from Amy Stewart. I don't know when it's gonna you know, be released. It could be before Christmas or before New Year. Then what do we do with the New Year piece? 779, and there might be other pieces, new releases. I'm sure they probably have plans for Christmas and New Year as well. There'll be new patterns. 779. It's one stitch. Can I park? Yes, I can. Oh, Clara is sky stitching for me A23. Huh. Is it quite pale? A23. Join me for the sky stitching, for air stitching, you know. Sometimes just one of those things. But this one, why is it so dark, this one? Outer blue. And Sarah says, I do take small breaks, even getting a 5 mile bike ride in the morning. I know. So Sarah's routine is get up in the morning, do a bike ride, okay? And then come home and start stitching for 7-8 hours. And God knows what else she does. Oh yeah, some housework as well, isn't it? Some chores, daily chores. She manages to get them all in. I don't know how you do it, Sarah. And she doesn't break her needles, and she doesn't grit when she stitches. I mean, seriously, you know, there's aliens and there's aliens. 1, 2, 3. And that's why she's the captain of the alien club. Right. Rochelle says desktop version is only sold via Google Play. You're referring to Paradise. No, there's a link. I think, Rochelle, you're part of the Facebook group, right? So if you look under the featured section, there are a lot of useful links on the Facebook group, and you'll find a post with a link that is coming from the developers, and the courtesy from the developers that you can download a free version of Saga on Android and free desktop version of Paradise. So 919 919 919 919. It's a brown. That's nice. Suddenly we're in the brown territory. I don't know where that comes from. 919. It's more like a brick color, terracotta. And I can part to the right side as well. Here we go. Just one stitch on the bottom right here. It's interesting. So it's from white and blue. It's transitioning into something that's brown. Just the last stitch here. And I'm going to part to the right side here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and also I want to try the strangling thread organizing method. Whatever it's called, we need a name. From Joyce, I want to try it. Okay, so if you haven't seen Joyce Stitchy Dachi's video, please go have a watch. She decided, well, she came up with a new way of organizing the threads. For some people, part threads can look very intimidating because it's, they don't know how to manage it. And normally I just keep them clean, the thread on the fabric to the side, away from the area I'm working on. But Joyce came up with a method that you can group all the part threads together and bind it together like a ponytail. That's the best way I can describe it. So let me do a demonstration. Hopefully does the method justice. I've been wanting to try this. I have not done it before. So the difference between what's on my fabric and Joyce is working 4 blocks at a time. So her bundle of threads will be probably more. But then again, this is a very confetti piece. So I've got quite a few here. So basically within the block, you just pick one and gather all the part threads within the block there inside. And I think it makes sense to pick maybe the one on the outer edge. I'm going to pick the one that's on the upper right there. And let me see if I can get it to work. Okay, so I need to thread this thread that I picked from the upper right there. And what I'm going to do is to I'm trying to think. It's going under. No, I'm gonna anchor it, the thread down here on the bottom right. So what I'm trying to create is a loop to bind, to gather all the thread together. I think this is how it's done. Let me try it. So I'm gonna just pick, one corner there, and then come up the other corner. I'm leaving one stitch away from the bottom right corner, so I've got a little bit of width to work with, and then just bind it over. I think that's how it works, and then thread it down. This is getting, hang on, yes, I think that's correct. And just bind. Basically what I'm trying to do is called strangling method by Joyce. Okay, so basically I'm just trying to create a loop to anchor all the thread under. I think that works. Maybe I can make it a little bit narrower and bring this one up here. I can't remember what you do with, yeah, I think that's it. No? Those have watched Joyce's video. I think this is something like this. Maybe I can make this thread, because if I need to work on this block, all you do is to tease this thread out of it. And there you go. You free up all the past threads. I think that's what it is. Let me try again. All right. I've never done this before. So here we go. I think this time I'm gonna actually come closer to the bottom right there. I'm gonna thread it down. I think that's how it's done. I watched it a couple of times, and then I'm gonna come up the other side so I can bind everything a little bit more into a little ponytail, and then thread it down, because it probably doesn't matter how you do it. All you're trying to do is to keep the thread together, something like this. It looks better. It looks better this way. And then I'm gonna just bring the thread up. I wonder what you do with the final. Yeah, something like that. No? It looks right. I need to watch the video again, because I don't know what to do with that thread that you loop everything in. Wait, how you finish it. I think this is it. Guys, does it look a frog? Who's frogging? Power tool time. Who's who's bringing out a power tool? I just leave you guys alone for 2 minutes as someone is bringing out the power tools. Seriously. Janine is here joining us, late for the class. Janine, yes, very naughty, very naughty. Be here on time for the class. And let's have a look. Who is frogging then? I don't know, not me. I'm not frogging. Oh, Claudia. Poor Claudia. Oh, it's a pink. Yes, it's a compassionate frog situation. And I think that looks pretty tidy. Do you not think? I can try again, see how it works out for the entire, for the whole piece. So this one belongs to the bottom. And because normally I don't mind past threads. I'm quite used to it. But some of you might find it daunting. If that's the case, this is quite short, so it's not a good candidate. Let me pick a longer thread here. Let me try again. Hey Becky Snook is here. She says, hello everyone. I know I'm late, or again, naughty girl. She says, I know I'm late, but I'm here for some stitching time with my friends. Yes, come join us. And my super duper demonstration of the Joyce's strangling thread organizing method. Okay, let me pull it over here. I think I need a little bit of practice. It should be okay. Let me just wrap it over. I love the neatness of it all. But then again, do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Yes. Oh, that looks nice. That looks like a bundle of... Well, my issue is once I've created a bundle, what do I do with the remaining thread? I can't remember. Does this supposed to come up here? And then thread it in? Should I? No, that's going to make it really tight. Should I just leave it? I can't remember. Ooh, okay. And what happens when there's only one in a block? What do you do then? Janine, there isn't a free version of Saga. Saga, in order to get it, you have to buy it. There isn't a trial version or free version like Paradise. Oh no, Sarah, she incorporated a little bit of baking as well. She says, I baked pumpkin spice cupcakes on my lunch break today while doing marathon. Jeez. Oh my God. Sarah, just making all of us look bad, you know? We're like moaning about everything. And there is Sarah just powering through, you know, daily things while doing a marathon. Seriously. Let me try again. I want to make it work. This is like being a hairdresser, isn't it? It's kind of fun. Let me thread it down there. I need to watch Joyce's video again to figure out what to do with the end bit, because this bit coming up is kind of loose on the side. Does that look okay? I think that looks pretty neat. And I can still organize them and guide them to whatever direction. Oh, that's kind of cool. There you go. I strangle my past threads there for you. Kate says, maybe we can persuade Yogi to stitch it as well and start all together like the traveling library. Which one? Sorry, I missed the previous pieces. Marsha, hello, good morning, Australia. Marsha says, I'm in bed just listening and watching. Hubby's learning so much about cross stitch. Marsha, did your husband watch me demonstrating the strangling method? I hope you enjoy that. It's a new world every day with stitching. Yes, the strangling thread management method. Oh, are we talking about the library of cats? Yes. Oh, Sarah is up for super size. And Alison Rennie says, I'm insomnia and wake up multiple times through night if I sleep at all. I woke up last night at 3:10. Oh no, 3 as in 10 past 3 a.m. You sort of are spooky bingo. Round of applause for Alison. That's a true stitcher, okay? When you wake up at the middle of the night at 10 past 3 and Alison's thinking about spooky bingo. Yes. Can we flash a spooky bingo card for Alison? That's tremendous. Yes, that's a true, the sign of a true stitcher, you know. Spooky bingo. That's hilarious. Oh my God. So the husband actually picked LaSalle. Yes. Oh, go for it. Lona, Dawn King. Yes. This is for Alice. She's not alone. We'll probably have moments like that. Oh, Janine, Yogi. Okay, so you're talking about Library of Cats when it comes out. Yes, we don't know when. The thing is, I was quite surprised how soon those companion pieces of Traveling Library came out, because I thought they were going to come out one at a time, and maybe one, you know, I don't know, end of the year sometime, and the other one next year. I didn't know both of them were coming out at the same time. And yes, it creates a bit of a problem for the stitchers, I think. Okay, so that's my demonstration of the, the thread organizing, the strangling method. Here we go. Let me move on to the next one then. 900 everyone. Any bingo from anyone? 900. It's a nice number, and it's a beautiful color. It's orange color. Janine says, I keep trying to get my husband involved in cross-stitching and he refuses, but he knows Yogi's voice. I know, just get him to listen to Yogi. You know, I just need to do a little bit of work on him. And before you know it, you guys will be talking spooky bingo and all that stuff, you know. Ah, Marsha says, hubby loves Yogi's voice. Thank you, Marsha. And thank you. Your husband definitely has a fine taste. I can tell. You know. Yes, absolutely. Janine says, my husband says, are you talking to your stitch friends again? Yes. And we do this every day. And he can join in as well if he wants to. And this one I'm going to park over to the right there. 1, 2. Oh, I do have one already. 1, 2. No. 3. 2 over here. So I'm trying to catch up with all the part threads over there. Okay. Some random colors here. I thought I was going to be doing a lot of, you know, white. I think all these are white colors, but at the bottom, for some reason, it's a transition into a lot of confetti. Jackie says, I think the companion pieces may have been released early because they were released through the puzzle company, Amy Stewart. is with. Oh, is that so? So she wants to kind of have a launch on both platforms. I see. Yes, I mean, Amy Stewart and Colin Thompson as well. They're both really big in the jigsaw world. 743, 743. It's a yellow. 743. There. 743. Janine says, I told my husband he can talk with us all too, and he says too busy watching about wiring right now. Wiring? Oh, how about a little bit of a strangling? You know, maybe he is going to be tempted. Requires strangling. Here we go. So one stitch over here. Oh, a lot of one stitch. I think there's one more, and then, you know, it's just all white of the same color there. I know. And this block will be completed. The block I've been trying to avoid all this time. I'm facing up to it. This one I can park, so it isn't too bad. I can park downwards. Just under this stitch here. And then we have one more. Oh, it's bedtime for Kate. Great to see you. Enjoy your sleep. Yes, Kate, this is quite late for you, isn't it? So I forgot. Yes, you're 3 hours ahead of us. So enjoy your sleep. 99 for Kate. Marsha, yes, strangling. Yes. Have you not seen Joy's Stitchy new method of managing the thread? She came up with this. I've been wanting to try it. So this is my live demonstration of a strangling method. I probably butchered it. Tomorrow I'm going to have stern words from Joyce for sure, but I try my best. I need to go back to the video and watch it again. So I try not to butcher the method. K. So here we go. One more ninja stitch, I think. Where are we? 677. 677. Earthquake. It's a light yellow. It's not too bad. And I can part to the right as well, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. Just one stitch. An air stitching territory, but just one stitch. And I'm going to park over here. 1, 2. There. It's actually quite nice, actually. Now I'm comparing to this area where everything's all tidied up versus this. This looks so messy. I might do another strangling for you right here, demonstration. All right. It does feel quite tidy. I'm just worried. I'm thinking about the areas that's, some blocks, because of the way I park, some blocks only got 1 or 2 strands. Then what do you do? Oh, where's Joyce when we need her? She's not coming to the class today. Very naughty. Here we go. Let me pick the one on the outside. Let me try again. So I go to the bottom right stitch corner of the block, thread it through and come up the other end and just bind all the threads together. It's like a ponytail. There you go. It is quite tidy. I like it. I just need to figure out what to do with the remaining thread. All right. And you don't want it to be too tight, because once you come back to work on the block, you want to be able to just tease this loop off the fabric, and so you can stitch. And also what happens. I'm trying to think. User cases. Okay, I'm gonna do this one as well, see if actually works. Let me try this one. Hang on. I want to bring it quite close to the bottom right there, so it's kind of bind together quite snugly. Here we go. There. Very nice. It's a new hairstyle for my whip here. Do you like it? Yeah. All right. I think it's good if you, well, I suppose it probably doesn't matter what order you stitch in. Very nice. All right then. Now I feel like a grown-up. And I'm going to complete the remaining block here. So I've only got 2 colors to go. Okay, A17, A17, A17. It's a red. It's quite random at the bottom. Suddenly it just turned into a little bit of confetti at the bottom. That's one stitch. Actually, two stitches. One more. And I literally have nowhere else to park, so I'm going to end it. Yes. Janine says it's very tidy, but might be a pain when you want to grab one or two. Not sure though. Might depend on how people stitch on this part threading. Yes, I think if you look at Joy's situation, because she actually stitches 4 blocks at a time rather than block by block, so it's probably less of an issue for her, because you don't need to access those blocks as frequently. With block by block, you could be going up and down a bit more frequently. But if you do 4, 4 blocks together, you only need to, access those part threads once in a while, not very frequently. So let me just hang on. 817, and it's relatively easy to tease to remove the loop. 817, I can show you how to do it. 817, here we go. Yeah, I think so. For instance, if I want to do this one, for instance, if you want to do this one, all I have to do is just tease this thread up gently. So that's why it's probably not a good idea to hold it too tight. And that's it. I've got access to all the part threads. I can see if you have just 1 or 2 like this block, then I'm kind of wondering, what do I do? So yeah, I think these things you probably don't get to find out until you start kind of applying to your work. So then you figure out whether it works or not. But so far, I quite like the tidiness, and it's quite easy to remove the loop as well. So right, so literally I've only got one color left with this block. All right. Let me have a look. Which one is it? It's, oh my god, yes, it's as stitching time. 3770. 3770. I do have a thread here. 370, and this block will be done. Oh yes, I've been this is, these 2 blocks I've been trying to avoid for a little while, so I'm feeling better for it. Maria asks, how do you get Pattern Keeper to mark off one part? I mean, mark part threads. I think you just mark, I haven't used Pattern Keeper for a while. I think you just mark it like a normal stitch, isn't it? Yes, Sarah says just mark it like the others. You have stitch, it marks it. Yes. I haven't used it for a while. I'm trying to recall. So I'm going to complete this block here, and because we started about 15 minutes later today, so I'm gonna do this color and one more color. I don't want to end in air stitching, okay? I want to end with a strong color, so I'll probably pick one color that I can actually see as the last color of this session. I don't want to end this in white, you know. I want to end strongly. And Pattern Keeper, to be honest, I have not used it for a little bit, but I also haven't seen any changes in terms of its feature. I think for a while people said maybe they're going to be able to incorporate back stitching. I have not seen that happening yet. I hope they will continue to improve the app. It would be a shame if they just stop here. Okay, a few more stitches of this white one. I need to remember to mark 2 stitches at the bottom. So is Maria asking that how to mark the part threads, or how to part threads, how to create the symbol? I kind of interpret it as she wants to know how to mark the threads, this symbol that's parked already. All right, I am going to end this thread here. And then I'm going to pick one more, okay? I like to end strong with strong color. And these ones are done. All right. I'm very happy that this block is also done. So even though I'm doing block stitching, technically, it's kind of easy for you to figure out how many stitches I've done. But it's not true, because even though I've been stitching block by block, but I've also have been trying to fill in some previous areas that I had not finished, so loose stitches everywhere. So it's not easy for you today at all, you know. I don't want to make it easy for you, and I know you like the challenge, and it makes the winning even more sweet, you know. So I'm going to pick the last color. I want something bright. So maybe I'm going to break the rules slightly and go out of order. Maybe one of those blue colors. I just want something a bit stronger, you know. Okay, I think I know. Here it is. And this will help me to complete this block down here as well. So I'm going to pick a blue. Okay, I'm going to end in a strong, lovely blue. That's not too pale, not light blue. This one's 996, 996, 996. Okay, wonderful. This is a blue that I can actually see with my naked eye. That's very nice. Okay, so I am going to do the final 4 to 5 stitches, guys. So get your head together, okay? And guys, if you're new to the game, it's called Guess My Stitches. And it's for you to guess how many stitches I've done. It's really as simple as that. And you might be wondering, how do I know how many stitches I've done? And I'll say, that would be you and me both. I don't know either. So, so just come forward and offer a number. And you never know. You might be the winner today. We're not looking for spot on. Sometimes it happens. But we're looking for the closest number, okay? Closest numbers to the actual stitches I've done. So, every day we have a new winner. And every day, sometimes multiple winners, right? If they're very close, we're generous. I might award it to multiple winners. So come forward and just drop a number there, and you can go back lurking if you want to. You know, lurkers, I'm speaking to you. And lurking is your birthright. I will not take it away from you, okay? You can keep lurking. No judgments from me. And I'm going to do this one is the final one, and I'm going to part down for the next session. Okay, that's my plan here. A strong finish with this gorgeous blue. And as I can see the numbers are coming in, I'm going to bring on this fantastic high-tech machine. And this is called Guess My Stitches machine. Okay, here we go. There. Beautiful. And state-of-the-art technology there, capturing all the numbers that are coming in from you guys, from the stitches, from all over the world, from different time zones. And here we go. And while the numbers are coming in, I am going to give you a quick recap on what is happening on my fabric today. So look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to like it. I might do more of it. So today I've been working block by block, 10 by 10 block at a time, and completing all the previous blocks that I have not finished, and trying to avoid like air stitching blocks and incomplete, just full of ninja stitches today. And I think I've done pretty well. First of all, this block was brutal. Okay, we did it. I did a check. This block has got 30, was it 35 or 38 color changes? I ask you. So this is pretty brutal. Maybe not the worst. I've probably seen worse blocks, but this is up there, you know, pretty challenging. And I did that, completed it, and finished some of the air stitching that I've been trying to avoid as well, a little bit at the bottom. So it's all over the place. It's very challenging for you to guess, okay? And Janine says, guess my stitches already. I was later than I thought. I know, Janine, be here on time for the class, okay? So you get to witness all the stitches and catch up all the discussion that we have, all the latest and the greatest, all the news, okay, in the stitching world. And also I demonstrated a little bit of the strangling method pioneered by our Stitchy Dutchy here. I probably butchered it, okay? I'm gonna hear about it tomorrow from Joyce, but I'm ready for it. I did my best. I did my best. I think it looks okay. It looks okay. I'll check again with the method, and maybe we'll demonstrate it again. Okay, so this is what's happening today, and let's have a look at the numbers, okay? Are you ready for the apps? That does not lie, okay? Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Let me bring on my app here, okay? So we can all have a look together. So this is where I am today. Upper left start, okay? And I'm trying to rebuild the staircase with the blocks and with parking as I go. And this bit, I don't know when I'm going to tackle it. It's very scary looking, okay? But it's there. I'm ready. I'm ready. So are you ready for the big reveal? Oh no, not yet, not yet. I have to read through all the stitches. What am I doing? What am I doing? We're professionals here. So start from the top. Natty, 235. Susan, 215. Maddie, 240. And Betty Hankins, 156, okay. Claudia, 253. Sarah, 187. Lona, 335. And Jackie, 210. And Diamonds, 235. Michelle Fuller, 343. Oh, you're my favorite today, Michelle. And Janine, 178. Gothic Crafter, 327. Oh, I like you too. And Busy Mom, 271. Beth, 323. Very nice. And Rajal, 225. Chloe C, 373. You probably noticed you're a member now, okay? You won a membership yesterday. I hope things are better at home with the electricity. Clearly, you can see me, so I think there's electricity somehow. 157. Alison Rennie, 238. Clara, 165. Lean Burgess, the Fox Stitcher, 300. And Dawn King, 263. And here we go. Who else? Katrina, 275. Amazing, guys. Are you ready for the big reveal? Okay. Now, I'm going to hit the button. 3, 2. Who is going to be our winner on this beautiful Thursday? Well, technically Friday morning. 3 and 1. Here we go. Really? I thought I did better than that. Guys, have a look at this number. Do you think my app is lying? Do you think Saga is lying? I'm pretty sure I've done a little bit more than 100 stitches. But then again, you know, the first block, I was there for ages, but it was super confetti. Super confetti. Come up with excuses. Okay, so let me stop the sprint here. It's 108, guys. Here we go. All of you are wrong, okay? So let's look for the lowest number. Who's got the lowest number? You're the winner today. I think 165 looks closer to the bottom, but who else? We're looking for the closest number, okay? Not precise. Sure, 157. Could it be you tonight? Anyone lower? Anyone lower? No. You won again in a different way. You won the Guess My Stitches competition tonight. You're the winner, Chua. Am I correct? Yes, I think I'm correct. Yes, well done. You know, this blog took me a little while. I was here for like, you know, a good part of the session here because it's got so many color stitches. Excuses. Yes, 108. Okay, so, yeah, Michelle, exactly. Michelle says, I thought you were stitching faster. Exactly. That's what I thought as well. Clearly not, because I kind of went around and fill in loose stitches on multiple blocks. So maybe it looks like I'm doing more, but actually I'm doing less. It's a magic of stitching. There's magic of slow stitching. But tonight is the winner, okay? So, guys, you're a regular, okay? And you know by now you know how we welcome the new winner every night. So is going to get all the admiration and round of applause from everyone. Look at it's flowing in with the buffet, with the crown. Round of applause from everyone. Okay, it's a night for you and me. Even though I've only stitched over 100 stitches, but I win every night. You know that by now. Okay, and you get to share and the buffet and a cat together with me and some prawns. Yes, the prawns are the group favorite for our buffet here. Okay, I look at them. I'm vegan, but you can dig in and enjoy the prawns. It's late, guys. It's late, guys, and so everyone, and. Thank you for joining me today, okay? And everyone dig in then. I think we probably have some leftover. Me and we're not, we're not going to eat everything. So come and join us. And 12 past 12 to here in the sleepy London town. Yogi signing out, okay? And maybe flash a little bit of a few Dolly cards, and flash a little bit of Dolly and 99 as well, and send Yogi and the guys in Europe here to bed, okay? Thank you for joining me today, and tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is actually Friday, and we're starting a slightly later time. Okay, so just note it on your calendar there so you don't get confused. And come and join me for a spot of stitching. Stitch whatever you like Friday. Okay, guys, join me today. I'll see you then. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night here from Yogi to you. Night night. Love you all. Bye.